Heather Carrera, Nutrition and Wellness Manager at Campus Auxiliary Services. We're back here at RJ, but today we are going to be featuring a vegan, vegetarian, plant-based dish because October is National Vegetarian Month. So I wanted to feature a couple options that you could choose if you're trying to eat more plant-based. So we're here at the Root Station, which is our vegan station, and they have a beautiful sweet chili tofu stir fry today, which I'm going to try out. So I can see already that there's tons of different vegetables in here. It's made with tofu, which is a complete vegan protein. So I'm gonna pile this on. One more scoop. Okay, there we go. And I always like to add olive oil to my dishes. I personally love the taste of olive oil, but it's also a really healthy fat. So if you ever want to add olive oil, not just to a salad, but really any dish, you're going to be adding some good monounsaturated fats, which are good for your heart. All right, and then I'm gonna go over and grab a soup. Like I mentioned in the previous video, soups are offered daily and there's always going to be at least one vegan option. So today they have a lentil and chickpea soup option, which is gonna be filled with plant-based protein in the lentils and the chickpeas, and it's gonna offer some extra vegetables for us. All right, grab a spoon. Now let's head over to our seat and I'll talk a little bit more in detail about why these dishes are good for you. Okay, so plant-based diets that have been researched have really shown over time that you have a lower risk of a lot of different chronic diseases when you eat a plant-based diet. They're also better for the environment as they are associated with lower greenhouse gas emissions. So not only is it good for you, but it's good for the planet. So the way to really go smart about eating plant-based is to make sure you always have a plant-based protein. So like I said, there's tofu in the stir-fry dish here. You can also go with pairing complementary proteins together. So beans and legumes paired with something like rice, even without the tofu, that would combine to become a plant-based protein or a whole protein. I always like to have at least a couple of different types of vegetables too, and you can see that there's broccoli and carrots and onion and green beans in here, so you've got a few different colors. I always like to go for the color. There's also, at least I can see some carrots in here in the soup, so lots of different vegetables, and then like I said, you've got that healthy fat because I added the olive oil. So hopefully you can try to eat plant-based more often, even if it's only one meal a week or one meal a day, and it's going to be better for you and for the planet. Thanks for watching.